Hi, Aquarius. I just wanted to say hi. But I don't feel like showing my face this month, right now. So, here's the cards. Love you, bye. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Should we go week to week? You want to make it kind of like, let's try to make it super practical. Let's see what we can do. What's the first week? Well, okay. So, so something's not going. Okay, wait a second. What's this about? Are all of them like that? Nope. Okay. Let's keep. I know we're supposed to go week to week, but I just want to see. Oh, that's really powerful. Okay, that goes in order. Oh, zinga. Alright, doing good, Aquarius. Doing good. So, I guess whenever you find this, well, you need to focus more on your reason. Like, if you're doing anything for an emotional place, like for emotional reasons. No. Let me take it back. We almost tried to reinforce your protection mechanisms to be vulnerable, right? Sorry, baby. When the chair is upright, what we're talking about is someone who has to put their emotions aside, right, to be able to get through something that's really fucking hard. Like, super hard. Right? They cannot be emotional, because if they did, they would just crumble and feel like, you know, well, they feel like a fool, really. So they put on all this armor. So I guess what you're supposed to do in this first week is actually let go of some of that armor and to actually get out of your head a little bit more. Now, it is important to know your reasons behind why you're wanting what you're wanting, or why you're expressing what you're expressing. I guess somebody could be a little bit pissed off here. A little bit. Maybe someone's upset about what someone said. But what it's trying to do is, like, there's something here that's trying to open up. Right, this is Venus, and then here's your energy again. Venus in Aquarius is, well, it's very non-attached. Right? It can laugh about the hard things, but it's so hard, right? It's so impenetrable. Aquarius energy. It's almost like you can bust through, you know, you could take a shovel and slowly dig through a mountain, right, Capricorn? But you can't do that with a stone. You have to have another tool. You have to have something that's harder than that stone to be able to even get through it, right? So it's almost like cracking the code of you. Cracking the code of you. Let's keep going here. So, let me try to back up a little bit. Cracking the code. Okay, so I guess in the first week of... this is supposed to be April. But whenever you find this, there's something where, like, something's not moving forward because you have to think about something. And more than anything, you have to get past the... I heard the prison of your own mind. Like, because you're the warden of your mind, okay? You're the prisoner and the warden of you. You're also the lover of you, the mother of you, all of these things, right? You're all of these things to you. As we all are to ourselves. So if you are having, if there was any like impulsive things where it's like someone's like, yeah, I want to do that, and then all of a sudden it was like, no, I don't want to do that, someone definitely has thought long and hard about that. They made the right decision. You know, say you were gonna, someone's like, hey, you want to go to this, you want to go with me on this like road trip, or you want to go here, you want to go there, you want to buy this car, and you were like, nope, not a good time to buy a car. Also, but and I feel like this is more past energy because it's reversed. It's like if there was any decision, that decision was made correctly. Someone said the right thing is the point. But then there's kind of like distance, right? Now, second week, I see here's something growing, which is really beautiful. How is your garden? Regardless of where you are, this, I guess, how does your garden grow? Mary, Mary, quite contrary, right? Contrary. That song actually, how does your garden grow, is because she was sterile. Do you know that? There's sterility in her. She was a queen with no children. That's why they said, Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? Right, because she was trying to tell everybody else how to grow their garden. Not being aware of her own. So maybe this is one of those kinds of things that was like, remember that growth. What do I see? What was your mother's secret? What was the last funeral you went to? And I also see protection mechanism. Somebody's changing. Okay. Again, back to this week to week. I feel like this is the second week of April here is really beautiful. This is a good time for planting. It is a good time for, it's either like sowing the seeds or harvesting. There's something, it depends where you are. But more than anything, I guess this would be planting ideas and watering them, right? Planting the seeds and watering them. Oh, someone wants something so bad, but it's not necessarily good for them. Let's move into the third week, which kind of mirrors this first week. So, third week, I see something very helpful. This is where, for instance, there could maybe part of that, whatever the no was before, could now become a yes. But someone's still a bit resistant. Libra talked about this, la resistance. There's something about that. Maybe you want to check in with their reading, or there's something about, well, you can't resist fairness, right? There's no way to, like, block karma, I guess, or, like, block what's right. We'll take that. Yeah, someone made a decision out of faith here. They wanted someone to have, these are all majors now. 4 majors. So this season for you is a big deal, Aquarius. You are meant to feel strong in where you are. I want you to start this time off on the right foot. Maybe that's a part of, I don't know. Maybe some of you, again, were like, there was some sort of consideration into something. Maybe someone called something out, or like now something is known, which helps so much, right? Clearing out some kind of energy so that can move forward correctly. Now, this is kind of a big jump, the Six of Wands to the Seven of Wands. They kind of go in order. But in 1 week, that's a lot of fire. So you could kind of burn yourself out, I guess, in that 3rd week. But then if you temper, and this goes back into the resistance, right? If you know where it's becoming, right? Oh, I better, instead of slamming on the gas, slamming on the brakes. It's like you've been on this road before, you know, so just let off the gas, you know, coast to the stop, and then don't worry about what's behind you. You know what I mean? If it's going to creep up and bother you, then it's going to creep up and bother you, you know, beep its horn and be like, hey, here I am, up your ass. Sue me. It's because I thought about something naughty to say and then I didn't say it. I'm glad, because, you know, maybe that's another thing too, is maybe a bit of that was like this could be like road rage. Please be careful. Don't get involved in that, especially if your children are in the car. Maybe you just pretend like somebody important is in the car. Now, these sort of get switched around. I guess to emphasize this third week is really powerful. Maybe there's something to do with home, too, that needs a little bit of... I heard a little bit of space from you-know-who. Yeah, maybe. What's the deal with that? Now, whatever you're trying to grow, you don't have to... 30 years ago, maybe you want to go back there. Who were you dating 3 years ago? Maybe 5 years ago? It's like 3 to 5 years ago. Yeah. How did your... Whatever it is that you know you need to... like, that you're moving forward and you want to change. Right? Where you're already planting seeds and you have these ideas and you're putting it all together and you know you're on the right track. Right? You know you're on the right track. But what is that thing that you know that you need to be like, no? And everybody's been talking about this. I'm not sure what exactly it is astrologically. But the point is that it's probably Mars, Pluto energy. But everyone's supposed to say to something. Right? To be like, nope, not cool. It may be fun, but it's not cool. Right? Or it's just juvenile. And I guess what we need is more maturity in our fun. I mean, part of the for some of you, depending on what you've been doing, like say it was all this King of Swords, Justice, Three of Pentacles, it's all like work, no play, right? All work and no play makes Aquarius go crazy, but I actually feel like Aquarius works really hard so they can play really hard. But doing hard things on both ends is a lot on the body. Do you know what I mean? Like that's a lot on the body. That's a lot on your bank account. Most importantly on your body, right? Yes, and it's draining too. So Aquarius, let's pick a few more for good measure. Sorry, my belly feels... I get wicked cramps today. Gentle... Gentle. Maybe you want to compare what's going on now to the past a little bit. Not so that you get stuck there, not so that it's like living in the past by any means. That is not where, if we live there, then we can't ever grow, right? But sometimes we have to go there to be able to, we have to go to the old to get through to the new, right? And sometimes that hurts, but maybe it's just to show you how far you've come, Aquarius. I don't know. It depends. Are you repeating a mistake? Or maybe you're being tested and being like, okay, what are you going to do now? Well, you did this last time. And then it's almost like you know what works, right? You know what works, what grows, what feels good, what makes you feel, what feels good, right? What's healthy and abundant, successful. That's what all these cards are. What are other people expecting of you in ways of... I guess it's kind of like this, like, how do you expect other people to step up to the plate? How are you being expected to, like, what is being expected from you? Also, I feel like you don't need anything, or whoever's got the strong, like, when you know yourself, you don't need much. But remember, that's also a protection mechanism a little bit. So don't be too stubborn, but also don't accept less than. Maybe that's the thing, is like, if we said gentle, gentle. It's like what people put on the outside and then what people are on the inside, different. Right? Different. This is my problem solver card. Right? It's a person that's got, okay, so I actually heard this before your reading too. It's like, you got a problem, I'll solve it. Yeah. Right? Someone's like, oh, I get an idea. Someone's like, cool, I'm into that. Maybe you want to brainstorm a little bit with who is it that inspires you to brainstorm too, where you're like, ooh, whether this is a creative project or work, or you're talking about your relationships or your healing or whatever, your business ventures. Like, who do you talk to that's just like, oh my goodness, this is so inspiring. You know, they're not telling you what to do. You're not telling them what to do. You're just like sharing your thoughts, and they take it with, you know, they take it and they think, I heard they take it and they thank it, you know. You know, it's almost like, who's that person in your life that isn't afraid to speak their mind to you also, right? Because I would say most people are probably intimidated to tell Aquarius what it is that they may be, like, how they can do it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is I feel like if you're open, somebody here, I guess it goes back into what we were talking about, where like who you're inspired by, or who's not intimidated by you, which is probably attractive, right? When someone's not intimidated by you, especially if you're a woman, you want to be like, whatever. Point of the story is, whatever, if you're open to change, then someone may be like, hey, that's awesome what you're doing. Can you make me one of those? Like, someone's really impressed, but maybe they're kind of like, well, I don't know. If whatever it is that you're creating right now, I feel like people want it, right? They're like, oh man, I want one. You know, again, I keep seeing like this really strong inspiration of like, oh, I like what you create, right? But it's almost like, don't put too much on your plate, right? 1 to 10. That's like 1 to 100 in 7 seconds, right? You got to slow down a little bit there. It would kind of be like, all right, well, let me talk to you about that later. Don't just agree to any contractual things with that queen, with that King of Swords, the Justice card, right? Even that Chariot in reverse. Maybe this is where you like take note, be like, okay, someone's like, all right, I want what you're. This is, you could put it any way. Get somebody's number. Don't necessarily make a date. Do you know what I'm saying? Not for all of it all the time, because I feel like you're very desirable right now also, Aquarius. And again, you don't want to put too much on your plate. Don't promise something that you can't deliver. Because that's untrustworthy, right? That makes people be like, whoa, why I can't. And this could also be your children for some of you, where it'd be like, oh, after work, I promise after work we'll go down to the park and play, or like I'll call you when I'm done, you know, I'll come pick you up when I'm done, and then be like, sorry, I got stuck at work. And like, if this is the story that's over and over and over, like where someone says something and they don't do something, then basically someone's gonna be like, fuck it. Like they don't trust them now. Do you know what I mean? So always speak the truth, Aquarius, because regardless of how awesome you are, like, it doesn't matter how awesome someone is or how even attractive or whatever, the powerful they are. If people don't do what they say, then there's no trust.
Oh, hello, Spidey. Look at you go.
Can you see him? Oh, let me stop. Okay, I'll put you down. Oh, you're cool looking. Oh, are you attached? I didn't pull you, did I? Shit. He's alright. Okay, so there's that too, I guess. Oh, there you go. You're good, you're good. Oh, you're attached to me. Come here. I won't let you fall. Don't worry. Alright, you good? You just get back down there. What else can we tell you, Aquarius? Oh, maybe that's it. Well, just be honest. And if you don't know something right now, then just be like, I don't know. Even if you were feeling it before and now you're not feeling it, just be like, shit, I changed my mind, or I don't know exactly what's going on. Right? Yeah, if there's any kind of confusion, Libra talked about this too, like, just be honest. Yes, be honest. And remember also that other people are going through their own things. Could even be really big things that you may not know about. Yeah. And so, I also see, don't be afraid that honesty is going to take away any security that you have. If anything shakes loose of that, or like something wobbles, you know, or the tater tot falls on the floor. Well, sometimes you can just blow it off and 3-second rule, you're good. Other times it's like you just toss it in the trash, it's no big deal. That one was burnt anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's courageous to be honest. And I do feel like this is your reading, but this card was here before, and it's almost as if like someone has really good confidence. There's a level of good confidence, and then there's a level of somebody that like doesn't believe in themselves. You know what I mean? Even though maybe because of their family, I don't know, but there's definitely people like, it's almost like the support is coming from different places. Yeah. So just be aware of what that is, I guess, or what you'd like to also go towards in ways of emotional spaces. Right? Remember, you're the prisoner and the warden. You're the one that lets you out. Did you find your way, buddy? Yep. Okay. Wow. We'll take it. 6. However you've been working. I feel really ugly today. Sorry, I'm not. And I'm not fishing for compliments. I'm just saying I don't really want to show my face. But I will to say goodbye. So, for this time frame. Anyway, you'll do just fine. Okay? Just be honest, please. Yeah. Don't put any more on your plate than you can handle. Okay, realize that if you do get a little uptight about something, maybe there's something that you could be more softer about. And maybe there's something emotional there that needs a little bit more attention. Could also be where, you know, if you're the strong one, then you're here to help other people feel strong. But remember that nobody is 100% of the time, ever. Nope. No way, Jose. And actually, with the South Node shifting from Scorpio to Libra, I do feel like this is a big one for everybody, too. Hey, wasp. I love the wasps. They pollinate so many flowers. It's a hard job, you know, pollinating all that. Making all that grow. Who are your solid, stable friends, too, that believe in you, that want you to grow? Weird. Alright, I guess that's that. I do hope this was of service. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you next time. And of course, any of you who either just showed up or have been here for a while, gone over to Patreon too, like Grown in the Garden, if you're going over there, thank you. It's really a pleasure to connect. Okay. Talk to you next time.
See you later. Bye. Bye, Aquarius.